it's a balance for me because I always want to protect the football. That's my number one objective when I'm carrying the ball. But at the same time, I think when you can make one guy miss, two guys miss, and you get those extra 3-4 yards, those add up over the course of a game. And I think the elite receivers really do that at a high level. So that's someone I see myself being, and I just think I've put some good things on film so far, but now's the time to really hone in on that for me.
You've obviously played with a couple quarterbacks in your time here. Maybe you've heard that.
Yeah.
Another one with Jayden. What are some of your early impressions of him? What stands out to you about him?
He's very charismatic. I think he's really personal when he walks into the building. He just has a calm demeanor about him. He's very approachable. So guys have no problem whether you're an offensive lineman, receiver, running back, talking to him, communicating what the objective is of this play or what he's seeing, what he's thinking. And he came in really prepared. I feel like when he was getting ones reps or where he's working with the twos, like he does a great job of getting the most out of the reps that he needs to accomplish. And I think he's going to be a really good player because of the time and the work that he puts in. Like, I don't think I've had a young quarterback that really has come in and within the first week he's like, hey, can we get this route or let me get this rep after practice? And so it's exciting for me because, that opens the door because they got a lot on their plate, but at the same time when there's that open door of communication and he's not afraid to get that work in before or after practice or talk through things, it makes the growth part a lot quicker. And he's very talented, but he's extremely humble as well. And I'm looking forward to see how he continues to grow. And it's hard to pinpoint. When you're around him more, you can really tell, like, he's humble, but he's confident in his ability. Like, he's played at the highest level. He's played against really great competition, and he knows that he can make all the throws. So he's not putting the cart before the horse. He's literally taking this thing day by day, and he's doing a really good job right now.
You've been through a bunch of mini camps, not training camp yet, but we noticed a difference.
Yeah.
Do you notice the difference in the staff and what you guys are doing during this time?
Definitely. I think Coach Quinn and the entire staff have really enforced not just effort, but the competition aspect of football. And we're in practice now, and guys are really, like, pissed off when the offense loses or the defense loses the day. Like, coming from, I'm far removed from college, but it reminds me a lot of the college days where you're just getting after each other. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think on the schedule it says Commanders play the Commanders, but that competitiveness makes each and everybody better because you want to be the one who's winning that rep. You want to be the side of the ball is winning that practice. You want to win in the weight room. And it's a constant mentality that they're driving home to where you always have to be in competition mode. I think that's the game of life. You know what I mean? You're either getting better or you're getting worse. And I think Coach Quinn really allows us to lay out a plan for ourselves, like for myself getting better at the top of my routes or getting better at run after catch. He sets the standard for all of us to get better and pinpoint the things we need to get better on, and then he gives us time before or after practice to get better on it, working with our position coach. So he makes the time for us to be able to work on the things that we need to improve on. But I just think the number one thing that stood out is the competition that's in and out of the building every day.
DQ told us this morning that the offensive system is installed and that there's a lot of it. Is there like a number of plays or pages in the playbook? Like how much stuff are we talking about here?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in multiple offenses, and this is on par with all of them. Like, for this point in the season, you're going to get pretty much all your playbook in for the most part. I think when you get towards the season, it's more game plan specific. So you have your plays, but then you're game planning with plays that may work against the coverage you're going to see this week or what have you. But I just think they did a great job. Really, the first few weeks, the first week we didn't even really talk a lot of X's and O's. We just got to know each other. We did a lot of team building things, and I noticed you start to notice the guard drops with everybody on the team. It's like, yeah, we're here to compete for jobs. Yeah, we're teammates, but at the same time, like, we are really fighting for one another. You know what I mean? And we're bringing the best out of each other, and we're making a commitment each and every day to bring our best selves. And then if we don't have it, then we know somebody else is going to pick us up. And so that trust that is being built right now allows you to go through the ups and the downs of a season, which every team goes through. I know I got a little off topic, but I think, the X's and O's are going to come, but the camaraderie that I feel on this team that's being built right now is extremely special, and I think it makes the grind a lot easier.
Cliff runs a unique offense compared to other NFL, especially with the way he uses receivers. How do you anticipate your role changing, and how do you view the offense from a receiver perspective specifically?
Yeah, I think he likes to really push the ball down the field. He likes to be balanced. He likes to give different looks to a defense. We're going to not to try to get too much into it, but we're going to use some motion, move some guys around, and things of that nature. I think for myself, I feel comfortable playing any of the positions that is asked, whether it's the slot, the outside positions. And unique part about our offense is I don't think necessarily you play the X or the Z, because depending on the formation or the hash, you can be the opposite. You could be the X, but then you're to the field, now you're the Z. So you got to really learn the entire concept and know where you're out in the field, which I think makes everybody smarter players, because you don't pigeonhole yourself. I just play X. I only know this position. Like, you get in 2 minutes, you're the Z. Now you got to know what to do. You may have the clear out route, or you may have the backside dig. Like, you got to know what you're doing. So I think he doesn't just say, like, we're going to do this offense. He's really trying to create an offense that fits our personnel really well.
That field boundary thing,
yeah,
that's a thing in college, but it seems like it's more unique to Cliff. Is that something you're used to seeing in other offenses you've been in the NFL?
Yeah, definitely. I think if I'm on the left hash, like, technically I'm the X, I'm in the boundary, but if we're on the right hash, I'm still on the left side. I'm really the Z in the concept, because I'm to the field, I'm to the strength with the tight end. So I've been in offenses it's similar like that before, and I just think he one thing I think that's really stood out is the complements of our routes that we have so far. I feel like we have a chance to really run similar stems, but there's different routes off those stems and things like that, which I think for a receiver like myself, who you get a really good look at DBs, and they study your film, they study your splits, like having routes that look the same but break off at different angles is extremely important, because it feels like you have some versatility in your bag to go out with, versus like you got this hitch again, your backside, like that's all you got, you know what I mean? So he's just been a really good person to work with, and he's been really communicative with the leaders and how we want this offense to look like, and some of the ideas that we may have as well. So it's been a really cool transition.
Get ready to win. Terry McLaurin, I wanted to play all of that just because I think he's so impressive, and I think he's the exact guy you want representing your organization, right?
Definitely.